I will never understand the companies who brag about those 5-star reviews as they come in. The ones that talk about like they ping the slacks, like everyone's like, yay, they ring the gong. I get it. But the second a customer complains, you call them crazy or high maintenance or like, that's insane. This is one of the most important and dangerous parts of running a business. And if you don't get this right, you can screw up big time. Let me tell you why. Hey, I'm Ryan, and I love working with quality humans who want to make a big impact. And if that's you, hit follow wherever that button is. And if this already stings a little, good. This might be for you. Here's the thing so many organizations forget. Your customers are already talking about you. They're talking about you at dinner tables, at coffee shops, in private Facebook groups. You just don't hear it because you're not there. And that's the problem, because most businesses only want to hear praise, like the good stuff. And I get it. I know how hard it is being in business, that sometimes any good news matters. And so they take those reviews and they blast look how amazing we are on Slack or on social media. But then when a customer gives hard feedback, they roll their eyes and they write it off. Like, what? Years ago, I was talking with the pastor of a megachurch, of all things. And the conversation was fascinating because he went on and on about how he hunted for the uncomfortable feedback. And when I started asking why, it was because he said, look, just ignoring him doesn't make him go away. Like, they're already talking about us, good, bad, or ugly. But if we're not a part of the conversation, we'll never have the chance to fix the problems before they blow up. And you know what? He's not wrong. But the crazy part is, in business, most leaders are terrified of what they're going to find. I talked to a guy recently, he's in the trades, and he knew that his customers were pissed. He knew the reviews were slipping, but he was too scared to tell his leadership team because he didn't want to get fired. So he stayed quiet. In that company, they're still totally in the dark. They're still bleeding because they won't hear the conversation that's already happening. And the crazy part is, if your team feels punished because they just tell you the truth, you're going to train them to never tell you the truth. And that truth can save your business. And look, if you only want cheerleaders, you're going to miss the smoke before the fire. If you are serious about scaling, audit every inch of your customer experience like your life depends on it. From the experience on your website, to the stories you're telling on social, to the first customer phone call, to the final invoice, audit the hell out of it. Not to defend yourself, not to look how great you are, and not to explain it away, and certainly not to justify things, but to listen, to understand, and to adapt. Because growth doesn't only come from praise. It also comes from critique, only when you're brave enough to face it. So this means listen to every CSR phone call from start to finish. Audit it and be honest. Don't just be polite to protect Susie's feelings. Spot check every email and every text message your team sends. It might not be pretty, but are they following the guide that you laid out for them? So are you actually listening to what the customers say? Or are you just thinking only the sane ones are the ones that say the good things and everyone who says something bad is crazy? Look, if you're done duct taping over the blind spots, maybe it's time we talk.